Hey, what up? This is Godma. Currently, all y'all are viewing a 3-player free-for-all yet again on the map Lost Temple. Over here on the western end, we have Pycckuu playing as the orange Zerg. Up here in the northern end, the blue Zerg are going to be Frontdoor. And we have myself here as the green Protoss on the southern end of Lost Temple. The green Protoss yet again. I'm going to be Rapt. So once again, I'm sorry for the ambiguity as far as who is playing Pycckуу's account, but yeah, I've said it before, it doesn't matter if it's the actual player or his brother, they're both good. The Zerg is, however, not Pycckуу's preferred race. He likes to go Protoss, but certainly we will be seeing at least some decent play from Pycckuu. Myself, I'm getting that first pylon over here a little bit late, just a little bit of some errant APM over there, but also getting an early assimilator, so probably trying to go up the tech tree. Over here, Pycckуу's got that second Overlord in play. Frontdoor is getting a crazy early spawning pool, but at least he's getting a spawning pool and not an evolution chamber. So, yeah, getting that spawning pool at 9 food. If he wants to make that effective, he should be Zergling rushing. So, yeah, if he wants to make this spawning pool effective, he should run some Zerglings over here into Pycckуу's base. But I'm getting that gateway in an effort to block off my choke. I should be getting the cybernetics core next if I want to be pushing away this Overlord, and also it never hurts to get that early cybernetics core as Protoss. But it looks like Pycckuu has seen enough for the most part. He's going to be microing his Overlord away for the time being. Pycckuu a little more rationally getting that spawning pool at about 14 or 15 food, pumping drones, getting that first extractor up now. Pycckuu even displaying some humility over the chat log. I now have 2 gateways in play. Not walling off, but yeah, again creating that choke here up the up my ramp. And I think actually Orange might have killed a scouting probe that I sent in, or maybe that was just in reference to, yeah, he must have killed my scouting probe. But I make this comment just because Orange has been consistently killing my scouting probe SCV or drone because I've been foolishly walking them into the heart of the mineral line here. So Pycckuu in retaliation, and likewise good players in retaliation, simply pull all their workers off the line and decimate my scout, killing it pretty much instantly and surrounding it. So that's what I was commenting on previously. Small group of Zerglings now going to be catching this probe in transition. So that probe could have been put to better use, but now a cybernetics core coming in. If I don't get at least the zealot in play, I'm going to find myself in trouble. Now finally chrono boosting that zealot, as I was worried that these Zerglings are going to be pushing my front door. So definitely chrono boost is very handy, as being illustrated right here. The zealot almost coming out instantly. And 1 zealot against 4 Zerglings is usually enough, with a little bit of micro. That being said, however, these zealots are free to just rush my mineral line, so they're going to proceed to do that right now. I think I should be pulling my probes off the line. Yeah, there they go. They're trying to defend themselves. So my income is halted, however, so that Zergling rush is going to be effective for Pycckuu. Getting that second zealot now, hopefully getting a free swipe on these this pair of Zerglings that's coming in. I need to be pulling these probes off the line. Actually, now that initial Zergling group has been cut down, but there's still 3 remaining Zerglings in my base. I'm trying to dispatch of them right now. Over here in the northern end, we have a spawn crawler as well as a queen now in play. At least he spawned those eggs, so the additional larvae will be coming shortly. Pycckuu slightly, once again with more rational play, getting that hatchery here at his natural expansion. So finally I have my stalker here on the high ground, getting that warp gate research upgrade, not chrono boosting it though. That's a very long upgrade, so it's always beneficial to chrono boost that. Finally spending some of that energy on that right now. Pycckuu leaving this Overlord here in the bottom left corner, maybe trying to invest in a Nidus drop. sometime in the future, but I have a decently placed pylon here, which will give me some vision of that. We now have, yeah, so Pycckuu very quickly got to lair and is now producing Hydralisks. So Hydralisks take down Stalkers pretty easily. They are a relatively hard counter to Stalkers, so if he comes at me with Hydralisks anytime soon, I will be rooted out from this game. It looks like for the time being, though, I'm just going to use the units that I have in play to try to work down these rocks. Maybe my second Nexus will be put down over here at the high yield instead of my direct expansion, but only time will tell. So whereas Pycckuu went for Hydralisks, Frontdoor is taking to air, but I don't know that he's going to have the gas to pump Needlisks very efficiently off of one base. He probably needs to expand. He's sitting at 500 minerals right now, so if he waits another 100 minerals, he could drop another hatchery, but he has liquidated that for the most part. He's got a second queen for whatever reason. I wish I could tell you why he's doing that, but he did spend his minerals somehow. He's probably got, yeah, he does have Needlisks coming out, so he liquidated all of his minerals on that Air Force. My warp gates are finally completed. I've got 3 in play, now dropping a forge over yonder. And these rocks were completed, so probably as soon as I reach 400 minerals, I will be dropping that Nexus with this probe. And we now finally have that second hatchery from Frontdoor. So at this point, provided he can get this saturated, he will be still a contender in this game. No upgrades on these Hydralisks just yet. I don't even see an evolution chamber actually. Yeah, now we have a couple evolution chambers going down, so good macro from Pycckuu. He's not going to let anybody crash his front door anytime soon. I'm making a proximity pylon here on my end of the base. In a 3-player free-for-all, there is always going to be some bias just due to the base placement. I know that in a previous game, Pycckuu was left over here playing Protoss, and he had no enemy over here on his side of the map. So my point is, the player that gets assigned by themselves and the player that is alone for the majority of the game is going to have the advantage just because their location is easier to defend and they don't have to worry about any immediate threats. So in this game, I have a superior base placement as there's nobody threatening my base in this position. So it might be quite possible that I'm choosing to let blue and orange fight it out, and then I can come in and clean up whatever remains, but at the same time, that is what other players expect from enemies in free-for-all. So yeah, we've got 2 queens here, and ironically there's no larvae being spawned, so